season are complete. Winless in our final month. We're underway in Week 14. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Stafford down to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. Akers has got the first down and then some. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
On first down, Stafford here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield, because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space, as they did right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. That's caught left side. It's going to be the tight end. That catch gets only a couple. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On first down, Wentz eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind him, he can really launch it.
Good pass.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd and 1, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Wentz will try again on second down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 29. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll dump this off to Akers. Touchdown! Cam Akers doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Rams add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Gay now set to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
On play action, Wentz sliding out of the pocket, and he wisely will throw that one away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
I don't even know why his team showed up. In your face.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Hey, Red 5-2 on here. Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic. Man, I got you. Man.
Now Wentz again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And what with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. He finds his man complete. It's Newman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Wentz to throw again. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Wentz is thrown into the hands of McLaurin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Wentz. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, touchdown number 15 on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
On 2nd and very short, Stafford. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. To throw, it's Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Wentz now on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, it's Wentz. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To the air again, Stafford. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6.
That was some bullshit.
Touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Wentz now on first down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Quick throw outlined by Wentz. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And Washington has taken the lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. To throw is Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Stafford here. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. Touchdown, Rams.
Come on, boy.
Bryson Hopkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gay is on for the point after. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Go, go, go. He's coming. We got double up. He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing is Wentz. Thomas brings it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Wentz. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Check 26, check 26. 74.
Now Wentz. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Gibson here running out of the gun, and they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Play action. Now Wentz. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wentz going to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run with Gibson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. Wentz. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Washington. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Akers has got the first down and then some. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. On the give, this is Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Stafford now to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now it's Stafford. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. First throw of overtime for Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reyes. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Wentz. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Wentz. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Sliding out of the pocket. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone. Punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's got a first down here as he stops the clock, but just 16 ticks remaining. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's going to frustrate the coaching staff a little bit as they dialed up the deep shot. But they weren't on the same page on that play. Hey, I don't think they were in the same book. I think he thought he was going to do something.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's keep going. It's all right.
Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us, we came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah.
MEH, man.